Okay, no personal information. I'm starting the stream.
Sure, I got a question. Are you a transgender?
I am.
He is.
Interesting. Why do
I use
transgender
she, her
people got like
pronouns.
that male and female mixed in
Oh,
voice?
sorry. She is.
Yeah.
I mean, she is as well. Yeah, I mean, I respect transgender people.
That's nice. Thank you.
I'm
Me
not
too.
some. I'm not.
Thanks,
Anyway,
everybody.
let's debate something.
But like, I didn't know what your pronouns were. Sorry.
So let's
Don't worry about it.
let's debate. Who wants to debate me about something?
I'll
So
debate
what
you
is the
about
thing?
my hometown, Cincinnati, Ohio, where I live.
Bro, he just said no personal information.
I told Shoshi multiple
Oh,
times.
that's not
no-
personal. It's fine.
Shoshi.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Anyway,
Well, my real name is Pauline, just so you know in
Pauline.
real life.
Okay, you just told us your real name. Awesome, Pauline.
anyway, what are we debating? What's up for debate? Who wants to? Who's an expert at
Oh
anything?
no, really. Whatever you want.
Does anybody? Okay, so we're not gonna discuss. I guess politics. That's the hottest thing to discuss.
Oh.
So you want to discuss?
Yeah.
How hard it is to be in your late 20s, maybe. As we're getting older, when you're age 27, like me, you start to face. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Pretty much you can't go to bars anymore.
I got a question for you guys. I got a question.
I'm getting old.
What do you think is better, to be a plumber or an electrician?
Plumber.
Plumber. I feel like makes so much more money.
You know what? The risk of being hit with electricity is way higher as an electrician, But a plumber, what are you gonna get sprinkled with water?
No.
You're not gonna die,
You're gonna get poop all over your
Yeah,
face.
that is
Oh
true.
shit,
I checked the salary for plumbers and electricians. On average, electricians make slightly more than plumbers.
Of course, it's like
It's because of the risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, we need to debate. So we need to come up with a debate proposition. LOL. Do you
ask the people in the live? Ask them what do you want us guys to debate?
I'll show you my list of propositions. Here's the
That would be amazing.
list of propositions. I can share it too. Let me try and share the list of propositions. This one, I think.
Yeah, share that.
Oh, shit.
But then you wouldn't be able to scroll it. Only I can scroll it, so that's useless.
It's okay.
So just go to the. I shared the link. So just go to the link. I can't even
because it's not even opening.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, the link isn't. The link should open on the side chat link.
No, the link is opening. I've subscribed to. Okay.
Yeah, I'm. Okay, look at the link. Figure it out. Give me a minute. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I got a question. Think we're omnivores, or do you think we're herbivores?
Omni.
Oh, I was watching these vegans. They're saying we're not omnivores, we're herbivores. But I don't really
we
know,
literally have the long teeth. You know them in your mouth. They're literally the ones that carnivores have. The same ones, but ours are a little less sharp.
Because I know. As I was doing research on it, and it shows like cavemen, like thousands of years ago, cavemen like hunted down animals and cooked them with fire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Isn't that evident that we're omnivores, and they also ate berries and plants and shit? Before we had civilizations, we were all a bunch of animals, and we just go around eating animals and plants.
Everything really.
Yeah.
That's why we have wisdom teeth. Because we used to eat raw meat.
Oh.
And raw meat needs way more teeth to chew. So evolved another teeth, which is called the wisdom teeth. That's why sometimes we need to take them out. Because our jaws de-evolved to being smaller, which was not the case,
Yeah, I got a question. Since we're like more evolved and we're like more intelligent than animals, Do you think that Do you think that nowadays killing an animal would be murder?
No, not
killing
really, because we are the apex predators. You know what I mean? No one can win over us.
But do you know that there are arguments as the vegans that they say that but there's other alternatives to eating actual real meat, like
Did you see the amount of artificial things in the meat? Literally, it is filled with chemicals. Why would I put this in my body? At least I know where meat comes from, but these chemicals, I do not know where they come from. Like they tell you it has beans, but you find thousands of chemicals under the beans, you know, to make it the same taste. So
Interesting. I
why
mean,
would
that
I
is
put this
true,
in my
yeah.
body?
Yeah. Then they would argue, but you sacrificing that chemicals in your body so an animal could die. They'll just argue that, really.
The thing is, even then, synthetic leather. You know that 500 grams of you can search this on WOH.
I believe you.
It says 500 grams of synthetic leather is equal to driving for 2,000 kilometers. So one of their vegan belts literally takes me from whatever place I want to go to another place, literally from country to country. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So for me, what they're doing is hurting the planet and the animals too. But they're doing it in an indirect way. We're killing them with mercy. We're not even making them go through pain. When you kill them with a sharp knife, or you kill them with execution, you don't have much time to feel pain. So pretty much, yeah. And we are also apex predators. Lions don't really think of, oh, would he feel pain if I literally took a piece of that gazelle while he was running? I'm just saying, like real facts.
All right.
He's not gonna
that's
think of that,
You want to discuss veganism?
Yeah, I would love to. You're a vegan?
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm anti-vegan.
Me too. The
Anti-vegan.
problem is no one is a vegan.
Now, do you know my argument is why I eat meat? Do you know why?
Well, you're not a vegan?
Why?
No, I am. I know I'm an anti-vegan. Do you know why I like eating? Do you know why I prefer to eat meat? I just want to eat meat. Do you know what my justification is?
No.
What is it?
It's a very simple justification. I just like the way it tastes. It's really just like it tastes.
I love that.
You can't.
Just like the taste, you know.
For me,
that's not a
it's the
valid.
taste.
It's not a valid.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the chewing. Oh yeah.
The chew. You know the chew. The animal.
No. It's
So
not.
good.
I hate beef that is cut down so much. I love it like steak type. You know what I mean?
No, but
Wagyu stuff
it's
like
not.
that.
It's not a good argument because then you would say if I served you human flesh, you would say the same and you would eat it. So why not eat humans?
Yeah. The thing
humans
is, we're
are
apex predators.
wait. I have a question. Okay, so when a cat dies, no one's gonna give a shit because it's a different species. When a human dies, obviously people are gonna care because human people have rights. I got a question. Would you rather kill a cat or a human?
Cat.
Neither.
You'd kill a cat.
What?
Exactly, because a human life is
Wait. I have
than
a question. Shushu. Wait a minute. Shushu, I have a question. If you need to try medicine on someone, would you try it on an animal or a human being?
No, I don't think eating meat is ethical. I'm a vegan, so I think animals that live all cramped up just so you can eat them, that's cheeky, and I don't think these are good vibes. It's like there's some arguments against veganism, but as long as you're taking care of yourself, like your nutrition, getting your vitamin B12, your omega-3 fatty acids from all kinds of alternative vegetarian, vegan sources, then you're just being practical. You're having a more moral effect on the world. So it's very.
What is the moral effect,
very
by the way? I want to
sketchy.
know.
What?
What is the moral effect?
Less immorality, more morality when it comes to.
You know the amount of
taking
materials you
care of
take a year?
animals?
You know this is going to shorten your lifespan. You know that or not? The amount
No,
of
it
chemicals you
actually
take.
lengthens your lifespan.
I
It's
got a
impossible.
question. I got a
lifespan.
question. Let's say someone who doesn't even care about their own health and he smokes and drinks alcohol. Why should he care about an animal that he's eating?
Well, no, it's about the ethics of killing animals. It's morally wrong to use animals for food.
Why is it morally? I mean, we're eating them. It's tasty. Tasty food.
No, I understand,
Yeah.
but that doesn't justify the morality. it's just morally wrong to use animals for food because of the suffering and the exploitation involved.
I got a
And so
question.
it's more
But
moral.
if we
So
stop
it's
eating,
immoral to eat meat, even though it's
I have a
tasty.
question.
wait, but isn't it
Does a
also
lion
isn't it
have
also
morality?
wait? Do you know why do you know why governments wouldn't allow total stop on animal products? Because if we
Because
did
they're
that, a lot of
pressured
people
by
would lose their
carnists.
jobs and businesses, and that would cause a lot of families to starve because they can't get the money from the businesses and jobs. So people would lose their jobs and businesses, and they can't feed their children. And the children starve to death.
That's not true. We can have the exact same economy under veganism. It's just because the carnists are both
Yeah, but when the
Republicans
economy
and
falls, because the animal
Democrats.
products,
Can I please? Can you
contribute
please
a
not
lot
interrupt
to the
me?
economy.
Hey,
Buddy, calm down.
hey!
Let
I
him
was in the
speak.
middle of talking. You interrupted me. Please don't do that.
So sorry for
My
this.
point is though that the Democrats and the Republicans are both carnists, and so the vegans don't have a political voice. That's why the government won't do anything about it. But in the future, we can emphasize the environmental impact of basically the cringy, skibbity environment. So that once we get that to the bottom and reveal that, then we'll be on a more healthier path for our society.
You know what's interesting?
I
I would agree that what's interesting. The UK has actually a political party that's a Green Party who's pro-vegan, pro-fucking environmental, and all that shit. It's interesting that you come to the UK. I think the UK is more democratic when it comes to that because there's
Cool.
more parties, right? That can come into because anyone can just create a party, say their policies and manifesto, and then you just advertise your votes, and then you become prime minister and leader, government. But you go look at fucking America; they only have two major parties, and you have to agree to those policies. And independent candidates in America basically never get elected.
can I add something if you don't guys mind?
Yes.
So first of all, the problem with the veganism is I don't know if you understand this, but the amount of chemicals that is used, like natural flavoring, you guys have to make the meat, especially the Incredible Burger. I don't know if you know about it, but the amount of chemicals you'll find in it will shock you. Canola oil, a lot of the oils that cause you got problems, a lot of them. And by the way, these oils they can erode your guts and they're really harmful. And if you're gonna use them a lot and a lot and a lot, this is with time, it's gonna deteriorate your body more than a normal person will be deteriorate.
So
Can't
So
lie
let's
to you, I
say
agree.
a normal
I
person will
agree with you
die at
because
100.
I was eating this vegan burger, right? I forgot what the brand was. I was eating a vegan burger on McDonald's, right? And I ate this vegan burger and it tasted horse shit. This was the worst burger I have ever tasted.
It's
And when
filled
I
with
ate the burger,
chemicals.
let me finish. When I ate the burger and I finished it, my stomach felt like fire. It felt like disgusting fire. My shit felt so fucking disgusting and I felt sick. I literally vomited.
Yeah, that's because you're accustomed to meat. Like the meat's already poisoning your body, and you've become like a physically
Well, why is the meat
addicted
poisoning
to
us?
it.
That's the
Right.
question.
We're not meant to be. We're anatomically
We are
herbivores.
we are omnivores.
How do we
What are
know?
No,
we
How do
not
we know
meant
eating
to
meat
be?
the
is an
chemicals and stuff that I
unnatural
was talking about? How do we know the
process.
chemicals?
That's why, buddy.
Well, that's
That's why
why
you
you're
have
having
these
an adverse reaction
fangs in
to
your mouth.
plant-based meat. It's like your body of like a heroin addict, but instead it's not heroin, it's beef.
Plant-based meat is
Beef
literally
isn't a
heroin.
drug, though.
What are you
Beef isn't
talking
a drug.
about? Did you see
It
the
is.
chemicals inside
That's
of
the
it?
myth.
Not a drug.
Meat is a
Wait,
drug. That's the myth that meat is not a
If you
drug.
want to put these things in your mouth, okay, I have the full right to.
wait. Can you
I'm not
define
gonna
what a
put these
drug
things
is?
in my mouth. Half
Can you
of the
define what a
chemicals
drug
are
is?
used in labs only. What are you talking about?
Wait, I got a
Do you
question.
know
Wait,
what half of
I'm
the chemicals are made
saying
of?
that it's cruel. It's a cruel practice to
Okay, I don't want
farm
to
animals
okay,
for
but
die
you said
because
food.
meat
it's
is a
cruel.
drug. How
It's
is it
Because I don't want to
unnatural.
lose my life. No,
brother?
it's
Wait,
When you
now,
natural.
introduce
brother,
a
Don't say
substance
it's
into
not
the
natural.
body, when you introduce a
It's
substance into the body like beef or chicken, and it alters the function of you physically, that's the definition of a drug, and that's what's
How does
happening
it
when
alter this?
people
You
are
literally
eating
need
meat.
protein to
The
survive.
chemical
What are you talking
substances
about?
in meat,
B12 comes from
it's
where?
used. It comes from eggplant and zucchini and
No,
cucumber.
you're lying.
B12
It
is
comes from
naturally
meat,
loaded
fish.
in that. Citrus,
It comes from meat,
citrus.
fish, and also chickens because you need meat. That's reality. That's why you
Nope,
guys
nope,
eat
nope, nope. We can get it
supplements,
from vegetables.
which
We can
will,
get
I
if you
promise you,
it's
they will
no,
kill your kidneys
no,
off.
just no, no. If you can get it from vegetables, and you should because
First of all, someone
B12
like me
just because
who
it's
has
in a cow.
who has
Hey,
G6PD.
hey, I'm not done talking. Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
sure,
just saying, like,
continue.
you can get your B12 from veggies, and since you can, since it's logically possible, and you have
Okay.
an option.
All
So
right.
your option is to either do the bad thing or the good thing. Do the
Wait,
good
wait a
thing.
minute. I have a question for him. I have G6PD. I cannot eat beans nor corn. What should I do? How can I get my protein?
I'm not saying that
Literally,
there's
I have
not
this disease today.
outliers. You can take
No, you can
prescription
search it
drugs,
up.
by the way.
I have the disease. You know, you can search it up. It's not a
Prescription
fluke.
drugs. Take
Prescription.
You
Why
want me
would
to
people
take
want to
drugs
take
so you can
prescription
your
drugs
animals
to
can
get
run
the
free?
protein?
What are you
They would
talking
just
about?
want
You
to
want
take
me my
Exactly.
kidney to
fruit.
I'm
die
asking you to
so
take
animals can run free?
Okay.
vegan
Everyone.
supplement.
Shoshi, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Okay, what happens if someone doesn't want to take the vegan supplements?
Wait. LOL. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Guys, hold on.
die.
I need to have a debate because my my YouTube channel, they want to hear me debate. I think
Okay, debate and we're gonna watch. Okay.
so. Yeah, somebody has to debate me, and the others can interject. But I need to debate someone one on one. So who wants to debate
Okay.
me, and what's the proposition? Doesn't have to be on veganism. It could be on anything. So, Shoshi, if you want to debate me on veganism, it's fine. If anybody wants to debate me on anything, it's fine. You have my list of propositions. If it's in astrophysics and science, yesterday we debated the Schmandemic, the 2019 Schmandemic. So, does anybody want to debate me on anything?
I don't know. Like, sure, maybe. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I have a
What do you
list.
want to debate?
Look at the list.
Yeah, is it on the screen?
Yeah, I have something to debate you with, by the way. I have something.
Go ahead. Mind.
You said there is no financial crisis that happened after 2007. Am I right?
Yes.
I want to debate you on that idea.
That's
In the whole world, or only the United States?
both. There was never any
Both? Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, you have the financial crisis in Lebanon, which what happened was Lebanon literally has the second most reserve of gold in the whole Middle East. There today, the 1,000 lira barely costs 1 cent. So people literally who saved up money, today their money is worthless. It's literally the paper printing on it is worth more than the whole money. So this is literally a financial crisis.
No, it's not.
Am I right or wrong?
You're wrong.
How is it not?
Because
Can you explain?
yeah, sure. So let's say I have all the money in the country. That's hypothetical. Let's say I became somehow the richest guy, and I have all the money. All the money is in my pockets, and then the next day, the money becomes worthless. So did anything change?
Yeah.
What changed?
A day before, your money was worth, let's say, 1 ton of gold. Today, it's barely worth 1 gram of gold.
Exactly.
You cannot buy the same things you used to buy.
Yes. But let me ask you a question. From yesterday to today, are there less cucumbers in the universe?
No, you were saying financial crisis. We're not saying cucumbers, buddy.
Exactly.
You cannot bring cucumbers up.
Exactly. That's my point. So a financial crisis has zero impact on the real universe. So a financial crisis is unscientific.
Yeah, it is unscientific.
So it doesn't exist.
It's more of money thing, but it does exist. You cannot deny that, like when the stock market fell down.
So
that is something that happened.
What does it mean that the stock market went down? What does it mean? Right? All it means is
people who had their money there lost their money.
I don't
all
know.
of it.
I don't know.
Some people had millions.
I don't know what that means. That's impossible. Listen.
No, you're acting like you don't know. That's the problem.
Listen. Stock market.
I know the strategy you want to take, but it's not gonna work. Promise you. Because we all understand what stocks are, Or do you want me to explain? I don't have a problem.
Right. So I was about to explain what the stock market is.
Yeah, sure.
So the stock market is very similar to fruit market, to the vegetable market. So you go to the market, and suddenly yesterday the price of cucumbers was $1 per pound, and then today it's 1 cent per pound. So the price of cucumbers crashed. Let's say the price of all the fruits and all the vegetables crashed. Okay. So what? Are there less?
The farmer would not make money. That's the thing.
Well,
He
let me
needs to
ask,
sell 100 cucumbers to make what it used to do in one cucumber.
let me ask
So
you.
the farmer will go bankrupt.
Let me
So the
ask you.
farmer will become poor.
Let me ask
And if the farm, wait a minute, let me continue. Let me tell you what is going to happen.
Mhm.
If the farmer becomes poor, you're not going to have food to eat tomorrow. And then you're going to die. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Really easily. You'll go through a crisis.
Okay. So let me ask you. So yesterday the prices were, let's say, on average $1 per pound, and today the prices are on average 1 cent per pound. Z, you're making
Yeah.
noise. Z, can you mute yourself, please? Z,
Oh, my bad.
yeah, thank you. So the prices crashed, but the number of cucumbers produced yesterday and the number of cucumbers produced today, are they different?
Today and yesterday?
Yes.
No, they're not different.
I mean,
But it's going to cause bankruptcy.
okay. I mean, so if it's going to cause,
I mean, let's be truthful, you know?
yes. So let's say it's going to cause bankruptcy. So there's going to be no more farmers. No more farmers. There's no food. No food.
So we're all dead.
Well, we're not going to be dead, because what's going to happen is the prices are going to shoot back up. So this hypothetical is impossible. So prices cannot fall. Prices cannot fall. It's impossible for prices to fall. Prices are always what they should be. Prices don't fall, prices don't go up unless there's a reason for it. Prices are just a reflection of supply and demand, of the negotiations between the people that eat the fruits and the people that produce the fruits. So the price cannot crash. So if the price does crash, well, something must have changed. Maybe people decided for some reason they don't like cucumbers. All right. Then the price has to crash, because people don't want cucumbers. So the prices should crash. That sends a signal to the farmer, stop producing cucumbers. No one wants cucumbers. And then the farmer is going to look, okay, what is selling? Oh, tomatoes are selling. Oh, I'll make tomatoes. So if the price crashes, that's a good thing. If the stock market crashes, that's a good thing. That means for some reason, no one appreciates the commodities that are being traded, or the stocks or the shares that are being traded.
When the stock market falls, what happens really is, if I had $1, my dollar will be equal to 0.01 cent.
Well,
That is what it means when it falls. Let's say I put $50 in. I lost them. That's the thing. I don't know if it's going to come up or not.
okay.
Let's say if I had millions,
Yeah.
the game changes completely.
But the amount of stuff in the universe did not change. The only thing that changed
Yeah,
The only thing that changed is the amount of stuff that you control. Like yesterday, you were a multi.
if I take your idea, let's say if 100 people die today, look, let's say if I die today, will it change anything in the world? No, not really.
Wait,
So this idea in all situations will give you it will not change. Except if you have a nuclear reactor and stuff like that, yeah, sure.
wait,
But other than that, no.
wait. No, if people die, if a person dies, then let's say a person dies and he was living in an apartment. If a homeless person dies, yeah, you can say, all right, nothing changed. But if a person who lives in an apartment dies, then the apartment becomes available and the homeless guy can now move in. So, but on average, did anything change in the universe? Well, on average, basically no. On average, a person dying, nothing changed. Well, what about if half the population of the world dies? Well, then all the homeless are going to get homes, and a lot of the homes are going to be vacant. So the price of homes is going to plummet. So if we had like a schmendemic, or an actual schmendemic, like in the Middle Ages, like the Black Plague that killed a third or 2/3 of Europe, then yeah, that's going to have consequences. That's going to make the price of homes would go down. And anyway, things have consequences sometimes. Sometimes no. Like if Einstein dies, then that has consequences. But if like a nobody dies, then that has less consequences, and so on. Look, but my point is that there was never a financial crisis. So do you agree or do you disagree?
I don't completely agree with it because there were, problems were financially causing the world to plummet.
Wait,
Like when we separated the dollar from gold, it causes everything to change in the whole world, not through the universe, the world that we're living in.
no, no, no,
Prices have changed around the world.
no, no, no.
Yes, it did. I don't know if you read about it.
No, listen. Look, you can't just say things. You have to argue scientifically. So if you feel
No, because there's no science when it comes to economy. What are you talking about?
no,
Like, what is science? We're gonna
No.
study how the dollar is consisted of?
no.
No, it's not really science.
Look, if you want to debate me, then you have then we only debate science. If we're not debating science, then that's not a debate. We debate.
Okay then.
So do you think that was there, scientifically speaking, can you bring evidence that there was a financial crisis? Do you have any evidence?
No, scientifically, no. You can bring anything really.
Do you have any evidence that there was a financial crisis? You believe there was a financial
You mean
crisis.
historically?
What? What?
You mean historically or like scientifically? Because it differs.
Look, do you believe there was a financial crisis? Do you believe it?
As a thing, as a historical thing, yeah.
Okay.
Scientifically, I cannot prove it though.
Okay. I'll help you. I don't know. I'm open-minded. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Who knows? We don't know. What I do know is I want to analyze it scientifically because I want to know the reality, not what is not real. If it's not real, I don't care. I want to know only if it's real. So if first I need to know, is a financial crisis, is it real? Or is it not?
You mean real? Can I touch it?
Well, can you measure it scientifically? Can we measure a financial crisis scientifically?
We can measure it by the rate of inflation. I think so. I'm not sure though. This is might be right, might be wrong.
Well,
Again.
Well, during the financial crisis of 07, there was no inflation. Inflation we had after the Schmovid. But during the 07-08 crisis, financial crisis, the Great Recession, there was no inflation at that time, as far as I remember.
No, we're not talking about the dollar. We're talking about other currencies in the world because the dollar, it's a complete different system. I think you know that the dollar, is made by asking for more money means your currency gets higher in value and stuff like that. But the rest of the world does not use this.
I want to concentrate on one thing right now. So you believe there was a financial crisis in 2007, and you said
Yeah,
it happened not in the United States. You
but everywhere.
it happened everywhere. You believe that?
No, not in 2007. Sorry, when the dollar was taken out, when the dollar became separate from gold. I think you know about it, right? I don't know. Is it in 2007? I'm not sure though.
No, the separation, the
It was before.
that's many years. That's I think Nixon took the dollar off of gold.
Yeah, when he did that, it changed everything
I don't
because
know, but
because people started buying the dollar, literally buying it because
I don't know.
they thought it would increase in value.
Okay.
You know?
What do you want? What are you convinced of? What can you defend? Which proposition?
Okay,
Give me the
I can
proposition.
defend the idea.
Mhm.
I can defend the idea that we can go. Humans did go through financial crisis,
Name one.
but
Name one. Name one.
I can name you.
Mhm.
Okay, when wait a minute, let me give you a good one.
That you can defend. You know that you felt.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to find one that I can defend really well.
Well, we know there was one in 2007, 2008. That's a very famous one, right?
Yeah, these ones are famous.
So let's try and figure if there was a financial crisis or there wasn't. Let's figure
Okay.
because everybody agrees there was a financial crisis. Let's look it up on Wikipedia. Let me share my Wikipedia. Let me share my Wikipedia and Wikipedia. Let's look for 2007. Oh, there it is. 2007, 2008 financial crisis. So it says here the 2007 2008 financial crisis or the global financial crisis. They even gave it an acronym GFC. Was the most severe worldwide economic crisis since the Great Depression, which also didn't happen. But we'll come back to it. Predatory lending, which is utter nonsense. It doesn't happen. There's no such thing. In the form of subprime mortgage. Yeah, nonsense. Targeting low-income homebuyers, never happened. Excessive risk-taking by a global financial institution, never happened. A continuous buildup of toxic assets within banks, never happened. And the bursting of the United States housing bubble, never happened. Culminated in a perfect storm, never happened, which led to the Great Recession, which never happened. But you felt it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about it. What did you feel?
Me, I was not of age that I could buy a house.
But do you remember? Did you feel it? Did people talk about it?
I would say I didn't even have conscious at that time. Not for like
Oh my
I can
God.
talk, but I was like not fully conscious.
You
So
cannot defend.
that's what I can tell.
So there's no financial crisis you can defend. Like this is the latest. Since then, we never had a financial.
Age does not matter, buddy. Age does not matter. What matters is the argument. Am I right?
So go ahead, defend it. I mean,
Okay. Can you search up the house prices today and the house prices before the crisis, or search them before and after the crisis? Can you or not?
can I what?
Search house prices before this period of time, let's say 2001, and search house prices 2008. Can you do that?
Let me. I'm looking. I don't know if you can see while I scroll in the other tab. I'm looking.
Yeah, I'm scrolling. Yeah, I'm seeing you scroll.
Oh, you see? Okay, then maybe we will see one of the graphs here because it's very long. So maybe one of the graphs they're going to show is the housing prices. That's the S&P, whatever. Who knows? payroll tax. I mean, you can tell by the length of this thing that this is complete nonsense. I mean, nothing can be so long. No phenomenon has such a long entry on Wikipedia. I mean, they have everything here. They threw everything.
Let me tell you, I found it on Google. I found it on Google. 1 minute. So
Put a link.
the government reported that the median price
Put a
of
link.
a new house.
Put a link in the side chat. So I'll show it. I'll share it.
Yeah, it's by the NBC News. So let
Oh,
me
here
just
is
copy and
something.
paste.
Here, I have something. Look at this.
Yeah, let's look.
Okay, so it says median
Yeah.
average sales prices of new homes sold in US 63 to 16 annual data. All right. Well, what do you think about it?
It changed. It's rising. It's scary though.
It's,
Way too scary.
what do you mean it's scary? What do you mean?
let's say when 2007 hit. Okay, let me go to 2007.
2007
Prices
is here, yeah. And
prices were 250,000. Okay.
okay.
2015 prices hit nearly the 400,000. So this is about 100% inflation. Am I right? Or less? Is it more?
Why should I care?
You're never gonna buy a house. That's the question. Are you not gonna?
Wait.
Are you homeless?
This is called
And
moving.
that's the other question I would
No,
have to ask.
no. This is moving the goalposts. This is many logical fallacies. No. We're discussing the 2007, 2008 financial crisis. So do you
Exactly. So I gave you the housing problem as example.
wait. Do you see here a financial crisis?
Yeah.
Where?
I'm showing you the graphs.
I'm showing you the. Wait, where is the show me what here is a financial crisis?
That house prices have jumped to unbearable levels today.
Today? Today or 07?
No, sorry, in 2015. 2015 after 2007.
Wait, look.
You can see.
Hold on. Wait, the proposition is that in 2007. Let's nail it down. So is it 07? I don't even know. Is it 07, 08? When was this?
It's 07, 08.
Fine. All right. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Whatever.
It's between 07 and 08.
It's between.
It was written on the Wikipedia page.
Let's go call it the 07, 08 financial crisis. Fine. So what?
That would be nice.
What would be nice?
You calling it 2007, 2008?
Yeah. 07.
So we can know that was between these two periods.
What?
Yeah. Continue.
What in this graph do you feel is a financial crisis?
So in 2003, before a little bit before the crisis, houses were $200,000. By the way, from 2003 to 2009, the dollar did not change by value.
Wait, hold on.
So and the size did not.
Let's concentrate. You said that this graph, you can tell from this graph that there is a financial crisis going on. So if I didn't tell you anything else, from this graph, you can see a financial crisis. So explain the.
Yes, I can see because from 2003, where house prices were 200,000, and they jumped in 2007 to literally 250. That's by the way, the median. The average became 300. So do you think it's a jump or not? That's the question.
Okay.
That's actually $100,000 jump. You know, it's not an easy jump in a span of only like what, 3 to 4 years. So let's say if it was 4 years, it would be a $25,000 jump each year.
Okay. So if you look at the slope of the curve, you want to look at the green or the purple? Let's take the green. It doesn't.
Green, okay, the average.
It doesn't matter. So the slope of the green, this is called an exponential curve. and the slope with time the slope increases with time. So not only does the value of y, namely the sales price in USD, so not only does this value go up, but the slope, so it's not a linear progression, it's called an exponential growth, or a natural, I think it's an exponential growth. Yeah, this is an exponential growth. It's just like 2% year over year. That's a natural growth. This is how populations grow. If I show you the population of Earth, it looks the same. Any population of bacteria, it looks the same. It's the money in the bank. If you're getting 2% per year, it looks the same. Inflation looks the same. This is natural. There's nothing unnatural about it. Now, you're worried about from, let's say, 01 to 07. You're saying this is the crisis, that 01 to 05, 07, the slope suddenly, it was increasing like in one way, but suddenly the increase became higher. Okay, I don't know how you know that this is not natural. It's difficult to tell what is natural, what is not. But you're saying, oh, it's whatever. Well, I'll submit to you that the
Can I tell you how I know it's natural or not?
let me just
If you go to
let me just.
I'll tell you the reason though.
No, I just have one sentence. Just one. If you look at the graph from,
Okay.
if you look at the graph from 2011 to 20, let's say 16, whatever, it's also, the slope is pretty high. The slope here is basically the same, even higher than the slope here. So since 11, the prices have been going up much faster than they used to go, or as fast, or pretty fast. So according to you, we should be having a financial crisis right now, because the home prices
We are having a housing financial.
that's
We are living right now in a financial crisis.
that's no, you cannot say that.
You,
No, you cannot
you
say
can ask any random person.
no.
Literally, today's
No.
prices, no one can afford really. That's reality.
No. So if you're saying, so what you're saying is the 07, 08, you're saying that's a financial crisis, but also since 11 till now, we're also having a financial. So when are we not having?
No, I'm not saying.
So you're
I'm
saying,
not saying it since 11.
so you're saying
I'm
right
saying,
now.
I never said that.
Wait a minute.
We are going through another financial
So right
crisis, a
now
new
we're
one.
in a financial crisis.
Yeah, especially in the housing market only. That's it. That's the only part we're having problems in, really.
Right now we're having a financial crisis. Right now.
Not a big one though. Not
Not
as
a
strong
big
as the
one?
2000. And
Not a big one. What are you talking? What are your okay? What is? I don't understand. How do you define a financial crisis? What's the definition of a financial crisis?
it's when someone cannot afford basic needs with their own salary, and they
Someone?
need to do more than the normal.
Wait. What do you mean, someone?
Someone, a human being, like someone who works.
Anyone in the world cannot afford a yacht. So that's a financial crisis.
I said basic needs, but I said basic needs.
No, for me, a basic need is a $1 trillion yacht. I mean, you gotta be a
little. Okay.
So,
the bare minimum to survive. Okay, that would be better.
A yacht is a bare.
So food, shelter.
No. What?
Okay.
Look. I can't.
Now, look, you're acting dumb now. It's completely different now. Because look, you understand what I mean. We're talking about things you need and you cannot survive without.
Oh, look.
Like bare minimum, the human needs.
Of course I understand. Look, I told you, I want to have a scientific discussion. Scientific discussion means you cannot just tell me basic needs. We need to have scientific metrics. We need to do this scientific.
Okay, can you give me a scientific discussion against this? Against the idea that we don't have crisis? And I will answer you on each point.
I just told you we need to have scientific metrics. And then you tell me, can I? Of course, if we had, that's my claim. I mean, I've been following. This is something I've been studying for many years, and at one point, I came to the conclusion that there never was a financial crisis, scientifically speaking. Of course, if you read the headlines, if you read Wikipedia, of course, Wikipedia is going to tell you, look at. Of course, Wikipedia is going to tell you there was a financial crisis. Look at the length of this entry. Are you? This is the biggest. Of course, of course, of course. Everybody's yelling and running around. Yeah, but that's not scientific. Scientific is, scientific is we need to be able to measure it. We need to be able.
I have a question.
Yes.
You cannot measure love or emotions, really.
Why not?
So, are emotions real or are they fake?
Wait,
That would be a great question.
of course, you can measure love and emotions. Of course.
So you can measure. How can I measure it? What is the unit? Is it lumens or is it centimeter or centimeter square?
Well,
Because I need to be sure, you know.
Yeah, but I'm not. Just like I don't know what a lumen is. I also don't. I don't study love, so I don't know how the science.
Can you search up what is the unit of love? We want to know.
Yeah.
Because if there is a unit, we need to know it.
Look, I don't know if the scientists who study love have units for love. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. I don't.
If there's no units, that means it's not real. You know, you said that a minute ago.
No. You can measure it. You can show.
How? You don't have a unit.
No. You maybe there's no one unit. I don't know anything about that science, but this is something you can measure.
I'm giving you an example right now of things you can't measure.
No.
Can you also measure the amount of anger I have right now?
No.
You cannot really. Yeah, there's nothing called anger per square. You know.
Okay. Look, hold on. Look, you know right now how angry you are. You can feel it, and right. So that's a measurement. You're able to measure it, and you can compare it to how angry you were yesterday and how angry you are now compared to 10 seconds ago. I mean, you can report.
But is there a unit? You specifically said to me if there's no unit to measure something,
look,
you cannot measure it. It's not real.
Hold on.
So for you, love is not real.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Love is the most real for me. Of course, love is real. What are you talking about?
That's just you contradicting yourself right now. Because you said a minute ago you cannot have that.
Look, you're
contradicting your own self.
Look, you're not letting me speak. You're not letting me complete sentences.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So
can you continue?
Yes. So if you want me like to measure love, so usually you ask a guy, how much do you like a chick, a girl? So they usually answer, is she a 10? Namely, is she a 10 out of 10? Or is she a 9 out of 10? Or is she a 5, a 4? They usually grade girls from 1 to 10. So you could say that.
But is this accurate measurement? Or does it differ between a human to another?
No, there's no such thing. Look, accurate is it's high. Well, what does accurate mean? So if you want to scientifically,
accurate means if you repeat it with another human being, it would give you. Let's say I brought the same girl to another human being. I brought it to another one. They all should give me the same result.
Yeah.
That is what we call accurate.
Yeah. So usually,
you're saying all men have the same taste.
Look,
right?
In general, you see like when there's a very beautiful woman, like a lot of guys would agree she's very beautiful, and when there's a very ugly chick, most guys would agree, yeah, she's very ugly. It's usually
most.
Yeah, most.
Again, that does not mean it's accurate.
Look,
we need an accurate measuring thing.
But look, it needs science is not about absolute accuracy. according to science, there's always a degree of error. There's always an error, some error in the measurement, some error in the test. There's always errors built into every experiment, into every measurement. So you just need to figure out the error and account for it, and that's part of the scientific method. So it's okay to have an error. It's okay to be not absolutely accurate. We try to be accurate, but we know that we're never going to be absolutely accurate. Even in the most accurate sciences, they're not absolutely accurate. So it's okay. So the same thing goes for the science of economics. Nobody expects anything to be absolutely accurate. It's accurate to a certain degree, that we know what the maximum that we can do within our means, and we feel comfortable. We feel that we did our best. We, the scientists, we feel we did our best, and now we can predict the future reasonably.
You want me to show you something? Can you check, by the way, the median salaries of people at that same period of time?
Mm-hmm.
Can you check it, by the way, the average salaries?
But
on your Wikipedia page.
But before we go to the average salary, look, we have to nail down your argument. So you brought this argument. First, you said from this I can tell there was a financial crisis. Do you still want to stand by that, or are you beginning to question?
I might change my mind and say with these two, I can say there was a financial struggle.
Wait, why do you need two? I mean, either you can
because you need to put the input and the output together.
Wait.
What we output is enough to buy
But look,
the house or not? That's the question.
Oh, hold on. Look, let's is there a way to remember? Let's remember this line. So I'll copy it. Let's go to the top, to the beginning, to the definition of the financial crisis. 0708 financial crisis. Can you see that I'm reading? Okay. Or the global was the most severe worldwide since the Great Depression. Predatory lending in the form of subprime mortgages, which have to do with housing. Low-income home.
Low-income homebuyer.
What? What did you say?
As you said, low-income house buyers.
No.
Or home buyers. Sorry.
I didn't get to homes yet. I just said mortgages have to do with homes, obviously. In finance, subprime lending is the provision of loans to people in the United States who may have difficulty maintaining the repayment schedule. Historically, subprime
people with bad credit score.
Yeah, they don't say, but it's about mortgages. Mort means death. Engage, I don't know what it means. Anyway, a mortgaged loan is a loan to the death, which is usually you're mortgaging the house against your loan. It's usually the house that is mortgaged. So when they say mortgage, they mean for home buying. And they say here targeting low-income home buying. So this is about homes. Excessive risk-taking by global financial institutions, the continuous buildup of toxic assets. Assets, usually they also mean homes. A toxic asset is a financial asset that has fallen in value significantly and for which there is no longer function. Such asset cannot be sold or priced because the asset is offset against liability. Okay, not important. But they mean the toxic assets are the homes within banks and the bursting of the United States housing bubble. Oh, housing bubble. The 2000 United States housing. This is housing. Everything in the first paragraph, or almost everything, is about housing. So if we look,
and low income, by the way, low income. You can see low income here.
They didn't mention. Oh, they mentioned.
No, they did. Targeting low income house buyers.
Yes. Okay, they mentioned it, but they mentioned the homes many more times. But I agree, they also mentioned low income, but they didn't say that salaries went down. They said something about homes. Anyway, you agree that just from the home prices, just from this graph, we don't see
We cannot fully,
we don't see any indication of a financial crisis unless you see any indication of a financial crisis. Do you see any indication of financial crisis here?
not really, no.
Right. What you have here, you can see that in 87, 89, 91, there's this bump here that home prices went up a little faster and then they went down a little bit. And then from 91 until 2001, which is 10 years, I think, the home prices went in the pretty nice,
Normal,
normal slope. And then from 01 to 07, the slope got, I would even say that to 05, the slope was not even. I would say that from 01 to 03, there was one slope. From 03 to 05, it's maybe a little higher slope. But from 05 to 07, the slope was already stabilizing significantly. That this slope is the same, I would say, as the 93 slope. The 93 slope and the 05, 07 slope are the same. So maybe it went up.
But as you can see,
Mhm.
it's really steep, by the way.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
very pointy. I think you can see that.
No, the pointy just means that just like in 89, suddenly it dropped until 92, there was a slow drop. Okay, there was a fast drop, which is, I don't know if it's this angle. It looks less steep than this angle. It looks more like this angle. So it's not that steep. And then it went up a little bit and then down again. And since then, it's been going up very fast, and later it slowed down. It looks like, okay, well, I don't know what happened. Anyway, but fine, this is like the price of cucumbers. If I show you the price of cucumbers or any other commodity, sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down, sometimes it stabilizes. But it pretty much traces inflation. I would say. I mean, inflation is like 2% per year. My point is, hello, Dark Crow. My point is that from this graph, there's no financial crisis. I don't see a financial crisis. I see, I'll tell you, I'll see the opposite of a financial crisis. I see something terrific happened. Do you know what terrific happened?
Yeah, what is it? Can you tell me?
You said, look at this, the house prices, they are so high, you're never going to buy a house. But then the prices dropped. And you didn't say, run, buy a house, the prices are so low, run, buy. You didn't say that. But this is what happened. This was the chance for people who have less money to buy a house. Anyone smart bought the house here. They didn't buy it here. Right? Because you were complaining, oh, you're never going to buy a house. You're never going to, okay, so don't buy a house. But then the prices dropped, so all the poor people could buy a house. This is not a financial crisis. This is the opposite of a financial crisis. This is a good thing. This is the people that had houses, their houses became worth less. That's a good thing. And now the poor people can afford a house. You should be happy, not sad. You shouldn't be complaining about a financial crisis. You should be celebrating the inverse of a financial crisis. Am I right or wrong? Am I missing something?
Get lost.
Yeah. Wait, why would you
What
say?
we're missing is,
Yeah.
we're missing something called, the amount of liquid cash I have, or you have. That's the main culprit when it comes to these
No,
things.
that's not a
For
science.
example,
No, that's not scientific.
no, you can. I said to you love, and you said to me love is scientific. I asked you how can you measure it. You said to me there is a measuring scale. You search up Google, there's nothing. You cannot measure love, then it's not real. Easy.
No.
That's literally I'm using science. I'm not using anything outside of science. But by the way, in
Mhm.
2007, the median household income was $79,605. Okay,
W-
if we go to
Wait, you're not responding.
yeah.
You're not responding to my claim. I see the reverse of a finance. I don't see a finance.
Yeah, I said to you a minute ago,
Mhm.
what we forgot was the salaries, the liquid cash someone has to buy a house. We might not see anything here, but when we add how much a person could usually have, it will change everything.
Okay, but okay.
So,
At least you agree that from this graph we don't see a financial crisis.
no, there is no finance. This graph is normal growth. I agree with you on this idea. But still, the salaries were not giving really normal growth.
Okay,
At 2007,
let's look at.
by the way, yearly, a family, yeah,
What's the? Give me some words I can search. What? Give me some words that you see
you
in
can
front of you.
sort.
Give me one word.
Wait a minute.
Read something right.
Because I searched up on Google.
No.
Based upon the response,
No. In Wikipedia, they have here. We saw that they.
I'll do Wikipedia 1 minute.
Oh, you didn't look at
Uh,
at the salaries here. Let me. Oh, tax roll. That's the tax. No, that's tax. That's the
Okay.
S&P. Let me just look up
Wikipedia.
salary. Oh, no salary?
Yeah, so the Fair Minimum Wage Act of 2007.
Wage. Okay. So wage.
The minimum wage was
Wage.
literally
Wage.
$5.15.
There's no graph. They don't have here graphs of the wage.
There is a graph. You
What's
want me to send you the link?
in this entry? In this entry? In this entry in Wikipedia?
I don't know if it's. I don't know, but I have it. I have it. It's in Wikipedia. I will send it to you
Wh-
on chat.
Okay. Are you sending?
It was sent. You can find it on chat and general chat.
Oh, I didn't notice it.
So sorry if you didn't see.
My fault. Okay, let me put it here that I'm sharing it. Fair minimum wage. No, that's an act. That's not the wage. That's the Fair Minimum Wage Act of 07. So that's not the wages. So they're not even discussing the wages. I don't know why. So according to Wikipedia,
No,
yeah. What?
this shows the minimum wage, by the way, if you didn't see it. It says it's $7. Let me check for you how
Minimum.
much was it.
That's the minimum wage. I need to see the wage. We're studying the science, not legal bills passed. This is just legal bills.
So you want the median, the average, right?
Whatever, yeah. I don't want it. You want it.
Okay.
You said you want to discuss it. Why would I want it? I mean, fine. I mean, I'm happy to discuss the wages, what happened to them, and why. GDP.
Okay. So the month,
Yeah.
yeah. So this is, by the way, the list of countries by average wage. Okay. Would that be good for you? I will send it to you 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
Tell the United States, by the way. So let me just send this to you. Send. I send it down, by the way, on
Okay.
chat.
Let me copy text. Let me try and paste it here. List of countries by average wage? No, that's not.
Yes. We can check the United States.
No.
Can we check the United States?
What are you trying to see? I don't.
Can you go to the United States? This is from 2000 to 2022.
Yeah. Well,
So we can check whatever you.
what do you want to see? What are you gonna notice?
Can we check? Can we check? Can we check the average salary in 2007? Would that be a problem if we could do that?
How would you do that? There's only 2000 and
You just,
2010.
yeah, add one to that. You can scroll up and down. You see that? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Can you add?
No.
You can add.
No, sort. You can sort. You can sort. That's it.
Oh, only sort.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we can compare it. Wait, let me check if there is another one that has the wages in 2000. I don't know why can't you find the wages in 2007. Feels a little weird.
Tell Wikipedia. They think it's not relevant. I wouldn't. I would maybe agree with you. I might agree with you, but that they should.
So we could take them in 2000, by the way, and 10, no problem. They were 67,263 a year. So if we would take the monthly wage,
What do you-
67,000.
Where are you going with this? What's your
The same page. The same page.
What's your point?
Because what was the problem?
Mhm.
My point is
Yeah.
that the salaries were not growing as much as the house prices were growing,
Look.
which caused this gap between them both.
Okay, so you think. So you're saying the 0708 crisis was not the home prices. It was a salary crisis. They say there was some.
Yeah, more.
So you disagree with Wikipedia, which is fine.
I would tell you something. I'll tell you something.
Yes.
It is a mix. What happened was that first of all, the prices of houses were growing
Mhm.
normally,
Mhm.
but no one really had enough salaries to buy normal houses.
Mhm.
So the houses didn't drop down; they went up way too much. They still went up and up and up and up,
Mhm.
which caused people to think we're on a crisis. That's what I believe in. But what happened was when people started noticing this, the house prices went down to a normal level. That's what I think was, the reality. It's not really a housing crisis, it's more of a salary crisis. I'll agree with you on that.
What do you mean agree with me? I don't agree with that. I mean, that's like
The point you gave, yeah.
You might as well tell me that it was caused by aliens, and you have evidence of that. I mean,
Like,
okay, so you're
that's
saying,
possible,
so you're
right.
saying that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at the graph, the housing graph, and you're saying that it got too high too fast, and people were noticing it, so they stopped paying.
Yeah, especially from 2005, suddenly it was a straight line to 2007, as you can see.
Okay.
There were no ups and downs. It was literally a straight line.
Okay.
And then what happens is when people realize the idea, it plummeted in 2009 to normal levels again.
All right. So
and what happened after that was it continued rising, stopping. Of course, it rose when the minimum, the average minimum,
wait.
yeah.
So you said 0708 was a financial crisis. What is the financial crisis? According to you, everything.
When the house prices jumped.
Okay, 0708, the prices are going down. They're not jumping.
No, sorry. I mean, it's 27. If you say from 2000 2006 to 2007, it was a great jump.
That's not the name of the crisis.
Yeah, so
The name of the crisis.
it's called the 2007 crisis.
07, 08. 07, 08, the price.
If we call it, yeah.
07, 08, the prices were falling. You can see it, and that's what. If we look at the introduction to this, let me just copy this. Okay, so if we go back to the beginning and see their thesis, the 07, 08 financial crisis was the most severe crisis since the great predatory lending in the form of subprime, targeted low-income, excessive risk, the continuous buildup toxic within banks, and the bursting of the housing bubble is the price drop. Bursting means that suddenly the price went from $1 to 1 cent. That's the definition of bursting. They're complaining that the prices went down, not up, culminating in a perfect storm which led to the Great Recession, which they're not really discussing, but that's fine. Mortgage-backed securities tied to American real estate, as well as the vast web of derivatives linked. Anyway, everybody always talked about the bursting of the United States housing bubble. Bubble. They kept saying the word bubble until you became blue in the face. So bubble means that the house prices were inflated, and the bursting of the bubble is the prices suddenly dropped, which is not even true because there was never a sudden drop. That's not a sudden drop. They claim there was a sudden drop. I wouldn't. The sudden drop is as high, you could say, as the sudden increase. They didn't say sudden increase. That's not a. If this is the bursting of the bubble, then this is the inflation of the bubble. Why weren't they complaining here? No one was complaining, but suddenly they complained here. Anyway, am I beginning to scratch the surface? Are you beginning?
Yeah, it can make sense.
You're beginning to understand that there was never anything, that it's complete nonsense. Nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
So the more we're going to the more we're going to dig into this financial crisis, the more we dig into it, the more it's going to disappear. There was never, ever a financial crisis. Everything they say here is complete nonsense. But this is not Wikipedia. I was listening to the news for years, from morning until night. This is all that they were saying. From morning until night, the television was saying these lines: financial crisis, bubble, subprime mortgage, toxic assets, housing bubble, perfect storm, great recession. For years, I was listening and hearing this until I said, you know what? Let me start studying economics. So I started studying economics during this time. And it took me years and years and years to study until I came to the conclusion there was never. I wrote a book about the financial crisis because I kept, I said, okay, everything I was learning and studying, I wrote it as a book. And I read everything. I read every economics textbook from the history. I read Marx, and I read everyone. And I studied economics, and I built economic simulators. And after years, maybe 10 years of studying this, of studying economics intensively from morning until night, nothing else. Oh, I'm alone. I'm all alone. It is my destiny to be all alone. All alone. But this was a pretty good discussion. He held his ground for as long as he could. I didn't ask him to be my friend. Can I find him? Find him. Oh, I can't. I don't know where he went to. I didn't ask him to be my friend. Anyway, this was a good discussion, and I think now all of you, you know a lot more economics now than 99.999% of, I would say, financial advisors and, normal economists. Maybe university professors, they know a little bit more than you. But if you follow this discussion, you know a lot of economics. Like, you really understand the science of economics. And yeah, I think it's good. It's good for you. Okay, let me rename the stream. So this is the debate. Was the 2007 2008 financial crisis real? That's a good topic. All right, ladies and the gentlemen, you have been so kind. I see there's 2 people still watching. I gotta get back to work. That's it. It was a good stream. I'll see you later. I'm gonna sign off from Discord, and I'm gonna sign off from the YouTube. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.